Disclaimer, none of these images are mine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This video was supposed to be made about 2 weeks ago, but I'm finally doing it. So this is why I am no longer an anime fan. I am just a guy that watches anime. Yeah, I know, there's a difference. Who knew? If you don't know the difference, allow me just to say, anime fans are some of the most toxic people you'd ever meet in life. I mean, even when I was an anime fan, I used to be fucking toxic. Completely like, yo, my opinion is the best opinion on what a good anime is. And if you don't like it, then you clearly just have shit taste. But then I had an epiphany, a sudden realization just dawned on me. Like, anime is no different from any other form of entertainment. So, no one's really supposed to have the exact taste when it comes to these things. If you do have the same taste when it comes to anime, you might be a shonen boy, but even being a shonen boy, you must actually like and dislike other shonens, right? Maybe, I don't know.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, back to the point. Let's talk about anime fans and fandoms. Fandoms are an extremely vile thing. I don't know who fucking created these things, but man, did they need to steal this man's look. Now, just for clarification, I'm not talking about the person that watches a show and enjoys the show for what it is. I'm talking about the guy that will go out of his way to send death threats to the fucking creator for the simple fact that there's not enough female representation, even though you're watching a fucking yaoi. Bro, like, no one fucking complains when you're watching your yuris. By the way, Candy Girl slaps. I recommend a watch. For educational purposes. One of the main things I see a lot of is complaining about things that don't need to be complained about. Bro, if you want gay representation, again, there is yaois and there are yuris for you. There's no need to drag it to the mainstream. Shonen has always been a boy meets girl story. So why do you want that to change when you have entire genres for yourself? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Anime becoming mainstream is probably the worst thing that could have happened. Like, let me explain. It's like open up the floodgates. Now that everyone's got a voice with the internet, everyone could be outraged at things that were basically normal when I started watching anime. But it's funny, instead of complaining about the animation and the lack of quality, instead you're going to be complaining that it doesn't have your political views. Anyway, back to the fandom. A fandom will really make you hate a show way before you even give the show a chance. Like, this has been seen with My Hero, guys that like Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, JoJo. Oh my god, listen. When someone tells you to watch JoJo, I mean, you should watch JoJo. I like JoJo. I do. Now I get to the most cancerous one of them all, the Naruto fandom. The Naruto fandom is the first fandom to actually try and go out and destroy other people's relationship with different animes. I.e., Naruto fandom today. Oh, I don't see why people hold One Piece in such a high regard, but they want to shit on Naruto. I'm like, bro, like, it's okay. Like, Oda doesn't miss. It's actually a thing. I'm sorry. Now, the difference to, let's say, me and someone that's in the fandom. Someone that's in the fandom will definitely try and argue the point that it's actually a good fucking anime, even though it's not. And someone who's not in the fandom will admit that they like it, even though it's not a good fucking anime. And contrary to popular belief, it's actually okay to like trash anime, just like it's okay to like trash music. But don't smoke too much of that primordial meth to actually convince yourself that's actually good, and then try and convince others that's actually good. For example, I like Vampire Knight. Vampire Knight, is it objectively a good anime? No, it's trash. The storytelling is trash, the characters have no personality, but it's got really good art style, and I still like it because idol getting slapped is kind of hard still. Now, for the opposite, something I think is objectively good but I don't like, Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann looks amazing, Gurren Lagann feels amazing, but I still don't like Gurren Lagann. To tell you the truth, I'd rather go back and watch Bravo Girl, Buso Renkin, or Gantz Desert Punk. Since I was talking about bad animes before, let me just get back to that. Now, what would constitute an anime being bad? Okay, this happens when the creator has zero, and I mean zero, respect for the audience. Because most of the times when you get into an anime, they'll have certain rules that they establish early on, and they've established these rules for you to remember. So when the rules have become inconvenient to that said anime, then it becomes a thing where, well, let's just forget about that and just have fun with it. But then you're insulting insulted my intelligence for paying attention in the first place, because now I'm just feeling like an idiot. There's ways around this as well, because Akira has his Dragon Balls, and the guy from Black Clover couldn't even be bothered to like come up with a reason why his character is special, so he just said, yo, he's special because he's not special, which is kind of fucked up, because now we can't call bullshit on anything that he does. Wow. Let's say something that's really weird, but it's the actual truth. Dragon Ball is not a good anime series. Now, yes, it has some good arcs and some good moments, good fight scenes, but let's take it in. In terms of if it is a good anime series, no, I wouldn't recommend it. Fight scenes haven't aged well because it's fucking cheap to animate like that, let's be honest with ourselves. The question is, do I still like it? Yeah, I enjoy it. It's part of my childhood, and I'd probably rewatch the fights like a lot of the times, even though they're not that good. I think it's just got a lot of nostalgia factors going for it. Like, that is really just nostalgic for me, so. Now let's go through something else that's also killing anime, the Hollywood formula. Yes, the Hollywood formula, as we all know, if it's successful, we will do it until we have nothing but the dried bones of what used to be a cow. The perfect example of this is Death Note. Death Note was an anime that released in 2006. Death Note has one story. How many times can you retell one story? If your answer is 6, then you are correct. You could retell the same story about 6 times and give us another fucking shitty Netflix movie. Thank you, Netflix. We really appreciate it. Right now, the people who are trying to monopolize on anime, they're all doing the Bondrewd pose, okay? They're all holding their arms out, and you guessed it, they're screaming, "Subarashi!" Okay, thank you for stopping by. I'm about to head to Japan for my next mission. Yes, you guessed it. I'm about to stand outside the Kentaro's fucking yard with a 2x4. This man will know the real word fear, because I want that chapter more than I want to live right now. Wait, god damn it, I'm part of the problem. Fuck.
Ryoma, amigo, you're looking as poor as you usually do.
Shut up, Carlos. I don't want to hear that. Get your ass back to Mexico.